Hey, it's good to have you back, bro. I missed you.
I'm leaving again. Yeah. So where should we start?
Can we start? Can we talk about Tyler?
We can. I'm excited. I mean, if y'all didn't know, Tyler, the Creator, has announced his new album, Chromakopia, coming out October 28th.
Yep.
On a Monday.
Yep.
It is probably the most eyes he's ever had on him for a rollout. It's him breaking the 2-year cycle, super highly anticipated project. Flogna also dropped its lineup, which is probably the best lineup it's ever had, like easily.
I don't know about that, but
Spencer, it's
let's talk about Tyler, and then we'll talk about Flogna.
It's not. They're hand in hand.
I want to ask you about the music. What do you expect from this album? What do you think it's going to sound like?
I think, honestly, I don't think it's going to be like a departure from anything. I think it's just going to be Tyler doing more of the Tyler sound and trying shit that he like hasn't, maybe a little bit, like, but from the snippet I'm going off of, you know?
Yeah.
That didn't sound like anything I haven't heard before from Tyler.
Yeah.
So I expect just a great Tyler album.
But I think you can always get a lot of the sound through the aesthetic and through the imagery and the world he's building. Like, to me, Igor and Call Me both sounded like the first thing we saw and the image that he portrayed. Mm-hmm. So to me, I'm just going, we're going to be more industrial. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen people comment on the snippet and talk about Cherry Bomb mixed with Igor. And I'm like, I like that. And then mix in, to me, I'm expecting a little bit of like Yeezus vibe. That's kind of, and like, who really knows? But that's just my prediction going in.
Well, Kanye is executive producing.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, he posted on a story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was all like written and produced by him.
Yeah.
What?
But I think Kanye was like, just had a hand in it. You know, maybe it's creative direction or whatever. But
Got you.
I think Tyler actually did the production, but Kanye probably guided a little bit like, oh, I like this song. I like this direction you're going and shit like that. But Kanye's had an influence on this, which is obviously like, Tyler's the closest thing that we've had to Kanye, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Him or Travis.
It's Tyler.
And
it is.
I love to see it. I thought it was hilarious how I think we make fun of, or especially me, how like, you know, you'll see like girls fall in line, like all of them posting like all the Sabrina Carpenter shit or all the Brat shit. Every single one of every guy like us had that story up when Tyler dropped that snippet instantaneously.
Oh yeah,
we all had it up there. I was clicking through the stories like we are all the same.
And I don't really be posting artists like that anymore, like videos or announcements or anything.
No,
but
it was a certain type.
Yeah, that one's going up for sure.
It was necessary. I mean, I'm excited for it. There's nothing else to say for me really, because I think Tyler has gained that trust as an artist where you know it's going to be quality. You know it's not going to be a situation where like, oh, did he rush into this? Is he reaching for hits or anything like that? So that's just never been his MO.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be a high quality body of work with great features.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be featured?
I've seen the speculation with the people walking in and out of the thing. The only thing that's throwing me about that is because it didn't look like there was many women.
Yeah.
And I feel like Tyler's going to have like several female features, at least one though. But, I mean, Frank will probably be on there. Daniel Caesar, we know, is on there.
Just glossing over Frank being on there, because that would be kind of crazy.
Why do we think Frank is confirmed? Just because of the trailer? Or
I mean, I don't think that's crazy. I just think Frank and Tyler have like Frank will come out for Tyler.
I know,
but
but
Tyler's
he hasn't
one,
since 2017.
He's the only one that could pull Frank.
You know, that's not crazy to me.
I agree with you. I think he's going to be there, but I think that's going to be pretty crazy. Because the last time we saw a Frank Ocean feature was when?
It'll be, I'm excited. I was like, that's obvious. You know, like I expect that because of the Odd Future connection, but very excited for that. I'm excited for another Kanye Tyler song. Yeah. To be honest, I really, really want that. I don't know. Do you think he gets like Keem or Kendrick?
I'm praying on a Kendrick feature. And I think that needs to happen while they're both in their prime, just being the two biggest artists from the West Coast in hip hop. And it seems like their stories they started so far apart and they've slowly been colliding together. And I think the first time you see them together, right, is the Hillbillies video that they're shooting at Dodger together, all three of them. And then you see Kendrick at Flogna. Wait, was Kendrick at Flogna?
Yeah, with Baby Keem.
It was the Hillbillies.
It was the Hillbillies. I don't know. You see them coming together. You see Tyler talking a lot more about being LA. You see Tyler at the pop out. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think the pop out happens unless they're really working. Because obviously Tyler also has ties to Drake too. And I know it's supposed to be a West Coast thing and not necessarily about Drake, but I do think that was slightly a move.
What does Tyler have with Drake?
I'm saying that Tyler really idolizes Drake.
I don't think he idolizes
You think?
Drake.
Like
he's as an
artist.
I
yeah.
guess
he's a fan
Bro,
of Drake's
yeah.
music.
You're right,
bro. He's talked like when the whole Flognaw thing happened. He talked about, he was like, I'm disappointed in my fan base because I'm actually a fan of this nigga.
Yeah, this is
and
true.
he was like talking about how Feel No Ways is one of his favorite songs.
Yeah, I think he says that about a lot of people though.
But I'm also saying like, I guess he's not one to like necessarily play politics like that. But I do think that like being on the pop out stage means something, especially when you're that big of a name.
Yeah,
I agree with you. And there's no pre-existing relationship with Kendrick. I don't know.
It's
I think,
LA.
I think Tyler's really leaning into that and like claiming that. Not that he ever didn't, but I think like as of late we've seen it a lot more.
Kind of. I just guess like I think Tyler has always repped. He's been super like specific with how like, so he doesn't say LA, he says Ladera,
Yeah.
Slauson. Like he'll give you like street names that he frequented, but he's never been like, oh, I'm LA guy. You know. I think it's gonna be great to just see them together though, just from a creative standpoint. Like I think that they can match each other's energy and get on some really really weird shit. I kind of want a Keem feature. I think Tyler and Keem would go stupid.
I think that'd be great. I want some of the more obvious ones, you know, like I really want a Steve Lacy song.
You know.
I really hope he has a song with Cali because they didn't do
course.
that. Well, they didn't do that in the last two projects.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to go back to some of his more frequent collaborators.
Pharrell.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like with Tyler, it's like I just know it's gonna be great, so I just want to hear it.
What do you guys think? Sexy Red's on it? Did you guys see that interview?
Yeah.
I didn't see the interview. I saw her on the Flognaw lineup though. What was the interview?
She did an interview where basically, she basically just said they have a song together, and the interview asked, "Is it your song or Tyler's?" And she's like, "It's Tyler's."
They did take that one photo together, like early.
And when somebody has a voice like that, Tyler like goes for that and like molds it. I feel like in his music, like we saw it with Cardi, we saw it with YoungBoy, saw it with 42 Doug. You know what I mean? Like he'll go grab someone like that and like really creatively get the best out of them. I think, and I could totally see him doing it with Sexy Red.
Mm-hmm. I'm very intrigued in what that would sound like. I mean, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. I'm happy it's dropping on a Monday.
Me too.
That's where I think is the conversation because I think Tyler's kind of been hinting at this a little bit. He was talking about it in a Nardwuar interview. I'm pretty sure he went like kind of in depth and like, I want people to live with the project. I want them to be able to drive to school with it, go to work with it, really digest the project rather than like just get it on the weekend and kind of have so much other shit going on where like they're going to be forced to give opinions on something that maybe they're only able to get 6 songs into. You know, like you're going to have a whole week, listen to it while you're on your commute and things like that and really just get an understanding of what you like, what you don't like about it. So I think it's dope that someone so big is kind of taking the reins on doing something different with the release strategy.
Yeah.
Because someone should have.
We've been saying this for years. The artists, especially if you're an independent artist, there's no reason you should drop on Thursday night. It's like the stupidest thing in the world to me. Especially if you're independent.
I was going to say, because I don't know all the details with this, but like, do you think it'll affect first week numbers at all?
Maybe. Probably.
In a positive or negative way? Because when is that shit calculated?
I think it would have to be negative. I think it would have to negatively affect it. Because I'm sure that the systems are set up. Because, I mean, like, the Friday drop, as far as I know, only exists because label people like structure, right? Is there a real reason?
Because I just don't know, when do first week numbers get reported? What day? Do you know?
Sunday, right? Sunday night?
Yeah, Sunday night, Monday morning are like the real official ones, but I think Sunday night it's pretty clear.
So if it drops on Friday and then the numbers come out that following Monday, right?
The week after.
Yeah, the week after.
Oh, the week after. Okay.
So yeah, it's a whole cycle.
So I mean,
I think I think it doesn't matter because I think he knows that and is prepared to take whatever comes with dropping on the Monday.
He don't give a fuck.
yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna really care about that.
I think the one thing I'm slowly learning about Tyler too is like his rollouts, like the rollout isn't that long because like he stated in an interview, he's consistently working his projects. So like first week numbers wouldn't matter to somebody like that because he knows he's going to be working it for the rest of the year and then like halfway through 2025, maybe the rest of 2025, you know?
That's a fact.
And niggas just don't want the bullshit. That's what I love about Tyler. Get to it. Get us excited, get us hype, and then give us the music, and then let's have a conversation about it.
Yeah, and like it's less about build up and hype and all that, and more about, like you said, working the project all year. I don't think I've ever seen someone work a release better for the course of the 2 years until he releases the next thing. You know what I mean? Like the estate sale, I guess, extended Call Me because this was the longest period we've had between Tyler albums. But he damn near never stopped working that album. Yeah. From touring, from dropping videos to continuing the aesthetic and dropping like merch in that world. You know what I mean? It never stopped.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with the promotion thing too. Like it's dope that Tyler also is able to like kind of teach younger artists that. And he's really emphasized that, like, yo, when I drop a song, I'm posting it on my story. I'm going to have the link in my bio. I'm going to make a feed post. I'm going to do it on Twitter. Like, you're going to see him promoting from all angles. And he constantly is talking about, you guys need to do the same thing. Be proud of your work. Like, you want as many people to hear this as possible, you know? So I think Tyler is really, really just... Niggas are going to have to keep putting respect on his name. I think that over the last couple of years, he's definitely gotten more acclaim, not just from critics, but also the more casual fans.
Yep.
He's made a little bit more palatable music than he obviously was making early on in his career. And I think that like the music climate has also kind of like adjusted to him a little bit. Like I think a lot of the young Odd Future fans became artists. And now they all love Tyler. You see that with Tommy, like Cardi, you know what I mean? All of these younger dudes love Tyler, it seems like. So now he's finally getting his flowers and his respect, which is dope because he's still making music too. But I really want to get into Flog now.
Let's talk about Flog now.